What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got Fani Willis back in the headlines again. This is the Fulton County DA, prosecuting Donald Trump for the racketeering or the RICO case down in Fulton County, Georgia. I guess we've got news servicing one of the co-defendants, Harrison Floyd. She's been trying to completely end this guy. I feel like she tried to put him back or behind bars until his trial is over because of some things he had said on the net. But I don't feel like that's really, that constitutes that. I feel like she's trying to violate his freedom of speech, his First Amendment, just like what she's been trying to do with Donald Trump with the whole suppression and the gag, where we've seen that a lot, where they're trying to keep these co-defendants and these defendants of these cases completely silent so that they can, run their narrative. And then the co-defendant or the defendant can't say a word to defend themselves. I don't think that's fair. And it sounds like Fani Willis got a big blow coming after, she tried to strike down Harrison Floyd. So we're going to hop straight into it, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button before we even get into it. Make sure you guys hit that like button and don't cause a thing. Hit that like button for me. Also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
Fani Willis just got probably the biggest, most devastating loss in her Fulton County, Georgia case against Trump. Now, it didn't exactly involve Trump, but it 100% pertains to him because it's about freedom of speech and if she has the ability to shut someone up. We'll get to that and more in just a minute. I'm Doug in exile. This is where the happy people are.
Some news out of a key hearing in Donald Trump's ongoing Georgia RICO case, which, as you know, has many defendants. DA Willis appeared in person.
Now, Fani Willis has been laying low and not participating on camera in this court case. This time, she did show up. That's how important this is to her. And you're going to see how devastating this embarrassing loss is for her.
Willis argues that one of the Trump co-defendants, this individual, Harrison Floyd, should actually have his bail revoked, should be held in jail before trial because of online posts that she and her office alleges amount to illegal witness tampering and intimidation.
So this is Floyd. He's one of the black defendants, co-defendants, along with Trump, who was going after Ruby, over the vote ballot stuff. So he would tweet about Ruby and everyone would go after her online. Like, some of them even made threats. So the question is he the cause of all of this, or is this just normal online behavior?
Look at the evidence. He violated this court order, and there are real consequences for allowing defendants to intimidate witnesses. Your Honor, we're asking that his bond be revoked and he be remanded today.
This is exactly like Trump's bond case in New York, where she goes after Floyd and says she wants his bond revoked for what he tweeted about Ruby Friedman online, and she wants him thrown in jail. And so this is Floyd in court, just so you can see what he looks like. And then here's Ruby Friedman's lawyer saying that his tweet caused a spike in harassment against her.
The level of threats since all of this began for Ruby and Shay have been quite high.
And in fact, as a result of these comments made by Mr. Floyd in relationship to this matter, did you call what you referred to me as a spike?
Yes, I believe this is the report that tied a particular spike in that online activity to the tweets from Mr. Floyd.
These are all vagaries, words like spike in online activity. How much qualifies as harassment? How much of it did Ruby Friedman actually get damaged? Even me talking about Ruby Friedman here on YouTube, there's technically a spike in her name. Same way that there's a spike in my name. If I talk about Trump, there's a spike in his name. If I talk about MSNBC, there's a spike. If I talk about Fani Willis, there's a spike on her name. So when do we start throwing people in jail for a spike? Because that's not a cause of anything but more free speech happening. It's just chatter online. There's no actual damages done yet because someone didn't physically come out and assault you. And that is where we draw the line, is on violence. So speech, you can say what you want, and there will be a spike on the internet. And the Democrats want to make that a jailable offense.
This may all be familiar when you think about the top RICO defendant in this case, Donald Trump himself, who has also done things with his power and reach that has caused these spikes, this menacing, this intimidation.
And that's where they're trying to tie this to Trump. Floyd is just one guy. They're not after him. They're after the big RICO case, the big guy, and that's Trump. And that's why I think you'll find it very interesting how this Floyd case pans out, because they're trying to make the connections to Trump.
Now, Floyd's defense lawyer, though, gets to make an argument as well, that basically this was free speech, that the posts were posts, that they weren't designed to physically actually intimidate.
And that is the defense of Trump. And this is true, whether it's against Jack Smith, Chutkin, Florida, and now New York, is does he have a right to speak? And the Democrats keep saying, your speech is intimidation. It causes insurrection. It causes the violence. These people don't have a free will of their own. You're responsible with what your speech is. And if that's the new precedent in America, guys, the First Amendment is over.
Now, that issue is highlighted because both sides then questioned a Georgia official who had been insulted by Floyd online.
Do you enjoy being called a piece of fecal matter?
No, ma'am. These posts aren't threatening to you. They may not be nice, but they're not threatening and intimidating to you, are they?
It's par for the course when you're in a public figure.
That was a key moment right there.
That's where Fani Willis lost her case, is that she goes in and goes, it doesn't feel good to be called a piece of what. He goes, no, it doesn't feel good. The defense attorney for Floyd said, but that's not damaging, is it? He goes, no, it's not damaging. So that guy came out in defense of free speech.
At the end of the day, the judge did not throw this person back in jail before trial, did not revoke bail as the DA requested.
So Fani Willis, the DA, did not get her away. Floyd did not get thrown in jail. That sets precedent for Trump being able to talk without getting people like Fani Willis, like Chutkin. They've all failed the First Amendment test. He's allowed to speak. And so the Democrats lose because their sole goal, remember, is not justice. It's to censure Trump during the campaign season.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Trump seems like he's going to be able to speak freely and say what he wants, because this kind of like correlates. I've been, comparing what they've been doing with the other constituents, other co-defendants in this RICO case. You can kind of compare, contrast to see, what kind of actions are, followed out. If they would have, came after this guy, Harrison Floyd, and threw the book at him, I'd be like, all right, Trump, you may not want to say too much more, because it sounds like they're trying to silence and, violate that First Amendment right. But I don't feel like, you could do that. These guys are actually trying to come after this man and, keep him behind bars for what he's saying, because he said some mean things on the internet. Come on now, that just doesn't sound right. It's not actually hurting you. It's not threats. It's not directly hurting you. It doesn't translate to physical harm. So I just I don't see where, she's trying to get the right to put this man behind bars, deny his bail. That just doesn't sound right. And I'm glad that the judge is, acting in somewhat of a civil manner, able to see through this. Be like, yeah, we're not going to do that. We're going to cut and draw the line here. This man is not hurting or, trying to seek to, cause physical pain on anyone through these words on the internet. Now, if you guys, want and get in a, back and forth, but I'm not going to intervene and put this man in jail because of what he said on the internet. And I can get behind that, 100%. And I'm glad to see that, because now going forward, in all these indictments, we can see that, Trump should be able to, exercise his First Amendment right, speak freely, voice his opinion, and his thoughts, his counterclaims, without being silenced or, threats of, him being put and thrown in jail for what he said on the internet. So I like to see this. Definitely up in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. It sounds like a big loss for Fani Willis, but yo, let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you guys smash that like button, guys. It don't cost a thing. Smash that like button. Also, hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next one.